back for another video. If you are new here, my name is Tashina and I am a homeschooling mama to 3 girls. I love sharing all things to do with the home, lifestyle, homeschooling. So if you like all of those things, please consider subscribing. In today's video, I am going to be talking all about our November plans. November seems like a really busy month when I look at the calendar, and I'm excited for it because it's getting that much closer to Christmas. Now that Halloween is out of the way, for some reason, the next day I just wanted to decorate for Christmas. I wanted to put up the tree, and usually I don't do that until after Thanksgiving is when I pull up the tree. But I don't know, this year I just wanted to start it earlier, and this year it has still been pretty warm, and maybe I'm just wishing for cooler weather. I don't know. Let me know. Do you guys decorate or put up Christmas as soon as Halloween's over, or do you wait till Thanksgiving? Let me know in the comments below. So the first thing I am gonna chat about is Thanksgiving. So this year we are going to be traveling to my husband's family. They live in Tennessee, so we always do road trips. So we just like to get in the car and travel that way. Honestly, I feel like it's pretty easy with kiddos. We've been doing it for years now, so it's nothing new to us, and I like to get up really early in the morning. So I'm the driver. I do all the driving for that, so I like to get up usually around 3 o'clock, and I usually have everything packed, kind of like gathered and ready to go the night before. And so when I wake up at 3, I'm getting ready, and then my husband and I are loading up the car, and then we wake the kiddos up. What I like about this plan the best is that once I wake them up, get them in the car, we get going, about 15-20 minutes, they're back asleep. So I feel like that's probably the best way, because it takes us around 13 to 14 hours, depending on how many stops we make. So if they can sleep a good chunk of that, then it doesn't seem as long to them. And I would rather be the one tired than hearing, oh my gosh, how much longer is it? That's kind of my plan with that. Probably wake up around 3 and head out around 4 and let them go back to sleep. Usually they start stirring around like 7:30, and usually I can keep driving till about 8:30, even 9 o'clock before we need to make our first stop. So that's a good chunk of like drive time that I can get in. So that is what we are planning to do this year. This year, my husband's family is coming to Tennessee from Chicago. So everybody is just kind of meeting at his parents' house, his brothers, his sister, everybody. It's going to be a really full house, but we all will get to spend Thanksgiving together. 2 of our girls haven't met his grandma Emma, so they're excited about that. They have, I think, seen her on FaceTime a couple of times. But it's going to be really nice for them to visit with her in person. So since we are doing that this year, we're only going to spend about 3 days there, and then we'll travel back on the 4th day. But since we are doing that for actual Thanksgiving, we are going to do a Thanksgiving with my family before we leave that following week. So I will still need to do all of the prepping and cooking for that. My mother has opted to cook the turkey this year, which yay. So I'm excited about that. She wanted to cook the turkey this year because I'm going to be busy like just preparing for this trip and making sure that I have everything that I need ready to go. So she is going to prepare the turkey, and we are just going to stick with a traditional Thanksgiving. And traditional for us is just going to be the turkey, mashed potatoes, and gravy. My kids love the sweet potatoes with the marshmallows on top. We'll do like a green bean casserole, rolls, things like that, and cranberries, of course. So a very traditional Thanksgiving. And we keep Thanksgiving traditional, but we do not keep Christmas traditional. My husband and I don't really enjoy turkey, but my parents do. So we just keep that for them. We just try not to have an abundance of leftovers of turkey because it will just go to waste, but we don't mind eating it. It's just not something that we want to eat a lot of. So that is what we are doing for our Thanksgiving. So on our trip, when we head to Tennessee, I am thankful that my parents live about an hour and a half away from us, and so I asked if my dad would mind coming down and just hanging out at the house, because we do have Max, our dog, and I really don't like taking him to the kennel if I don't have to. We used to have a great kennel that was literally across the street from our old neighborhood, and they closed down. They were so nice and so sweet, and it was all family run, but she ended up retiring, and her sons did not want to take over the business, so that was very sad. So I just tried to see if maybe one of my parents can come and stay, and I asked my dad, and my dad is going to do that. So Max will have a buddy, and I know that the house will be looked after, so that will be good, and that is such a blessing to have. As far as our homeschooling plans, this month they have changed. So I always try to plan ahead, and that doesn't always work out. So that is okay for homeschooling. We can just kind of pivot and readjust, which we are doing. We have Veterans Day that is coming up, and my oldest daughter is actually going to be gone that day, so she isn't going to be doing school. I am undecided if I am going to have Riley and Chloe do school. I might just go ahead and knock something out, unless we are doing something with my husband that day for Veterans Day. He had mentioned a parade, so we will see, but if we are just going to be at home that day hanging out, then we will probably just go ahead and do some school. The traveling, so we've had to adjust just a little bit on that. Honestly, I don't know how hands-on I will be that Monday and Tuesday before we leave. I will probably try to sprinkle in a couple of things, but as far as like a full day, I might not get to that. I don't know. Now my oldest daughter, she can totally get that done, and on her own. I don't really have to sit down with her or read her anything, teach her anything. I mean, obviously I'm here if she needs me or needs some guidance, I'm there, but she's pretty self-sufficient with her subjects. So I don't know, we'll probably kind of just loosely stick to some of that. So we're just gonna do the best we can in November, and I know it's going to be really hard coming back from our trip and getting back into the swing of things. We'll see. We might have to take another down day on like that following Monday, just to kind of like recoup, sleep in, maybe just do a lighter day. Not all of our subjects, well, probably not even anything. I'm just gonna be honest, probably nothing. So I feel like we're going to miss a lot of days in the month of November. If we get half of the days we normally do, that'll be good. We did start in the middle of July, so that does give us a little bit more flexibility. If we have to go longer, we have to go longer. But this month is going to be fun, and it's just unexpected. So it's a nice surprise, and we'll get school in when we can get school in. A couple of birthdays that we have to celebrate, or not have to celebrate, that we get to celebrate. Our niece, who is a tween, and then we've got one of our old neighbors, Chloe's sweet friend Elsie. We have her little birthday. So for Elsie, I'll probably just let Chloe pick out a gift for her, because it's always going to be something that she wants to play with, and I know Elsie would like it too, which is probably going to be Barbies. So I know that they both enjoyed playing with Barbies, that or Minnie Mouse. So we will see what Chloe picks out for that. As far as my niece, I have a list, and I wrote down this list in case you needed some ideas for some tween girls, some gift ideas. So I will read this list off to you. So I'm gonna look down, but some gift cards were Target, Ulta, Hobby Lobby, and Starbucks. The things that she is into: Olivia Rodrigo, she loves her music. Some of this are the same things that my daughter wants, like the Sol de Janeiro body cream. So they have like the sets, you can buy that in sets, or you can get it like individually. She also wanted the Sol de Janeiro spray, which I actually did get her. We picked this up for her when we were at Ulta, and it is just the 3-pack. These are the minis, but these will let her kind of see which scent she likes best. They're all good, actually. So yeah, so this is one of her gifts. She also wanted the Laneige, which Riley just got some. She got some, I think it's a lip mask, and I used it and I really liked it. I've kind of had it on my Amazon wish list for a while, and I think I might go ahead and pull the trigger because it was really nice. The Touchland hand sanitizer. They're pricey at $10 a piece for hand sanitizer, but these girls love them. Of course, Uggs. Uggs are on her list. The Lululemon belt bag. That's a good gift. And then she also had on her list a Kendra Scott necklace. So I feel like those are all pretty spot on for these tween girls, what they are asking for birthdays, Christmases, just gifts in general. So if you have anyone around that age, I will try to have as much of that linked below. Speaking of gifts, I am already starting Christmas. Usually I start this in October, but I'm kind of waiting this year just a little bit, and I am working on gift guides, things that my 9-year-old daughter wants, which is a lot of what I just mentioned, things that my 15-year-old daughter wants, and things that my 5-year-old daughter wants. So I will be getting those ready, and I'll be coming out with a video about that, and I will also be coming out with a video about what I got them, when I actually got them, and hoping I can show those to you. Maybe my husband can take the kids one day to get them out of the house, get something done, so that I can bring all of this out and show you what I'm doing. So lots of videos like that, Christmas, all the things. So if you're into that content, make sure that you subscribe. I'm also going to be coming out with a video for road trip essentials. So I know that lots of people are going to be traveling this time of year to visit family for the holidays. We have done this so many times, you guys. We have done this for years, and long distance. So we're talking like the 13-14 hour drive. So I am talking drive time. If you're flying, that's a little different. You can still use these tools. You might not just need as many of them, but I do have some great tips for that to keep your children entertained. So look forward to that video. So I want to mention that I share stuff over on Instagram, so please go find me and give me a follow over there. I also have a blog post, so every time I do a YouTube video, I also do a blog post, so make sure that you hop over there and get on my newsletter so you know every time that I am posting something new, and I'll have all the links and everything over there as well. Again, if you like this video, you like this type of content, please make sure to give this video a thumbs up so YouTube continues to recognize me and help me get out there just a little bit more, since I am newer to YouTube. I appreciate each and every one of you, so thanks so much. Until next time, bye.